Okay, I got a real head scratcher here, so I don't know, maybe I can get some help. The starter is kind of buried here, so bear with me as I try to walk you through this. Long and short of it is, we're not getting starter engaging. At first, we diagnosed it as a bad starter. We put a starter in it. It worked once. Now it won't work again. So we've put another starter in there, and that starter bench tested good. Put it in here, and we're still just getting a click, as if we had either a very dead battery or a dead starter. So what I've done here is I've got my jump box hooked up, and it's showing an output of 12 volts. I've got it hooked up to the body ground and to our positive, going down to our battery, which is buried under the air box here. Got my multimeter hooked up on volts. I got the ground on the same ground as the battery, and if I touch this to the positive wire of the starter down here, it says we have 12.13 volts at the starter wire. So we have good connection there. So I turn the starter over and it just clicks. It's not getting enough juice. I've already turned the motor over by hand to make sure there's no abnormal amount of resistance from the motor. We don't have a seized motor or anything like that. Ignition switch is obviously working because I do hear the starter clicking, and I had him turn it while I was standing up here, and it's definitely clicking from the starter. It's not from the relay or anything like that. So if I take my power probe here, which I have hooked up to my same points because I know I'm getting 12 volts there, I've got my power on the same exact thing as my jump box here and the body ground. If I bring my power probe down to the starter wire, this is where I was saying bear with me here because it's not the most fun locale. Okay, so here my sound is off currently, but we have continuity. You can hear that as soon as you touch it. Turn the sound back on. So we have continuity. If I engage my power probe, it's me pressing my power probe and putting the 12 volts directly to the ignition wire of the starter down there. So the question remains, why do I have 12 volts and ignition activating and a starter that's not working, but I've gone through 3 starters? I don't believe for a second that I've got 3 bad starters that all bench tested good, but don't work on the vehicle. There's an anomaly here that I'm missing. Maybe I'm being stupid, but maybe you'll catch something that I missed.